But I'm just saying, all I heard since I've been listening was money. That's all I heard. It's okay to go and have a career. I get it, but I ain't heard nothing about y'all prioritizing a family. That's disturbing to me. A family. I did hair for 25 years. I retired. I mean, a lot of these careers you're not even going to be in. I can call medical doctors right now, two of them that quit the industry. So we keep talking about, oh, I want to go be this ride and die. Most of our businesses fail within the first year or two. I'm just tired of all the capping that we do on these panels. We ain't got money like that. It may be a very few of us that do well, and I get it, sisters. I get it. But please stop acting like it's a majority. We need men, and men need us. I don't know why. Get you a man. I don't care if you make $50,000 a year. It's 50,000 more.
I think if you have a plan or a mission, that's different. I feel like there's some men that believe that they are leaders and they're not showing that they actually are. So I think, so I understand, like, I feel like every man do deserve the submission, but where's the leadership when it comes to those men?
Well, can
Like,
I
you
ask you
want
this
us
real
to
quick?
sit,
Sure.
but I understand that we definitely have to like choose and pick, of course. Like, if we're getting married, we have to choose and pick the right man to lead us. I get that. But
Got it.
I'm
So
talking about the men. Go
if
ahead. I'm
you
sorry.
if you
Go ahead.
marry a man, and I never got to answer the original question, worthy of submission. I believe all men are worthy of submission. When we're talking about a married couple, we're not talking about submitting to a boyfriend. We're talking about
Uh,
this is your
okay.
Okay,
husband.
yeah. I
You
think the
chose this
husband
man.
is completely different. Yeah, because we
Okay.
Right.
chose that
Right.
marriage. So
Because y'all
I
said
understand
all
that.
men. So we're only talking about
Yeah, I think we're
married
talking
men
about all
deserve
men.
submission.
Well,
Is
I
that
don't
the
think it
question?
applies unless you marry because there's principles where submission came from is from married couples. It didn't come from boyfriend and girlfriend or fornication.
But there's a lot of men that are
Okay.
boyfriends that want their woman to submit to them. So I thought we're talking about all cases, not just married. Because
Well,
common
I
sense,
get it. If
if
the
we
if the
want this man to
intention,
lead us and he's our husband, common sense, we want to lead, we want him to lead because he's the husband. You get what I'm saying? So that's
well,
kind of
yeah, the
like,
principles didn't
yeah.
compensate. The principle, it is a principle, and it was backed by divine order and an actual a biblical tradition. It didn't compensate for hookup culture, fornicating, or situationships in it. It was strictly for the covenantal union. So a lot of people
So we're
try to.
just focusing on the marriage. We're not
We
focusing
should,
on
we
no.
should, and what
Yeah, I know
happened?
we should. I definitely agree with that. But we're not talking about the other things that is happening in society.
Because
No,
I'm not gonna lie,
Right.
y'all.
they all
A
exist.
lot of
Both of
men will
them.
say that, well, I have to see that you're a wife before I make you a wife. So a lot of men expect you to submit before you become a wife.
Well, I
So
think it
and
Correct.
that's
shows
what I'm
people
saying. I
love.
was speaking from the perspective of if these people are dating, because like I don't disagree with Naomi, but because Naomi spoke on she's submitting to her husband, a man that has like, he's valid, he's valued, he deserves it. But I thought we were coming from a place of like, are they just in a relationship and we're saying X, Y, and Z? Like,
So and
I
and
need a
that's
little bit
that's
more.
where it's kind
Let's
of
not forget to let
fragile.
Bo get her comments in.
Oh, go ahead. Whoever need
Go
to go.
ahead, Bo. Talk to me,
Well,
pretty girl.
hello. I've been listening for a while, and I do believe that men today, no, I don't. I do not believe that men today need submission because I think that submission is extremely harmful to women. I do think that they deserve cooperation. I think that they deserve compromise, yes, because that's what every relationship deserves. But submission, as the definition says, absolutely not. That's dumb. But I do have just a few questions for Naomi, if I can. How long have you been married?
I'm not married.
Oh, okay. Um,
I'm divorced. I have full
oh,
custody of my
okay,
children. Mhm.
okay. Um, what in your previous marriage? You do not have to answer this question.
No,
Were
you
you
can go
ever
ahead.
asked to give up your businesses by your husband?
So, in my previous marriage, I was asked to give up one, and I did.
Hmm.
It was a nonprofit that I had started for autism because our oldest son was autistic.
Okay. Um, You didn't need that business for your livelihood, though, right?
Um, no, to be honest. It was
Okay,
more of a nonprofit.
got you.
It was It
Um,
Works.
ha- has any other woman on the panel been asked to give up a business for their husband?
Hey.
And so, but Laisha, you got a different situation because you get to stay home and your man pays the
And
bill.
guess
So,
what? Guess what though? That is the biggest flex of all. It's very easy to say because she had that luxury, like she just said. What people
yeah.
don't understand is like I hate to sound classist because I'm not. For the most part, I love everybody. But it is a privilege to be to what men classify as submission. It does come with a price tag because it's a privilege. If you don't have the luxury of being able to, like she said, give up that business because that's not a part of your livelihood, hell
Mhm.
no, he can't ask you to do that because no woman's gonna agree because it's gonna affect their pockets. But when you have the privilege
That's
to be
not
like,
submission,
I
though.
know my man got it, I'ma quit. Cause you know
That
what was the running joke on Everybody Hates Chris? I don't need this. My man got 2 jobs because it's a
Exactly.
privilege. That is
Yes.
a privilege. And if you can't afford the privilege, then work harder as a man to be able to afford it.
But to
Yeah,
be
because
Submission
I
is
know
fair
not a
for
though,
privilege.
me, I was married at 22 to a 29-year-old,
mhm,
and I try to seek leadership from him. I try to be submissive, but I end up being the breadwinner. I end up handling everything. Did I want him to be that leader to lead me? Absolutely. Like I did my best that I can. But remember, I was a 22-year-old marrying a 29-year-old, and I try to seek that. So that's why I said like everybody's situation is not different, and we can't say that, oh yeah, it's a small percentage. No, I know many women that was in my predicament that married young and try to handle the household, but unfortunately that man did not want to be a leader. It happens.
But
I agree. I
why
did
are
it
we
too,
making
but
submission a privilege? Why do we do that?
because a lot of women cannot afford to give things up for their man. A lot of women need the space to be someone who owns their own business or has a successful career because a two income household is the norm. And you have to be ambitious to stay in a lot of these careers in order to grow in a lot of these careers. It is a privilege to be able to sit at home and take care of your man and take care of the kids and take care of the household because there are not a lot of households like that. It is a privilege. It is a part
It's
of the 10% of
y'all are
this
making it a
country.
privilege.
so
Y'all are
That's
making
just,
submission a
it's the
privilege.
facts.
Submission
so
was never founded on privilege. There was a position of a woman in a position of a man to God. So it never told me. God never said, "Man, hey, look, you can believe in me and walk in my order if X, Y." No, that's your position. Y'all are putting the contingencies on it and conditions on it because of the economy. It was never supposed to be like that. That's why I was asking that question. But go ahead, Dr. Lady O.
that's okay.
Um, all I hear is money. I don't really hear family. Um, because I told you I work in insurance, everybody gonna be broke at the end of the day. Okay, I work in Medicare. That's what I do for a living. We could talk all this stuff all we want, but most of us gonna be broke. It's just how I go. Um, but at the end of the day, you both supposed to be contributing to the household. Um, the Bible doesn't specifically say men got to do all the financial stuff and the woman just sit at home. That's not submission. The Bible doesn't say that. This just does not. You're both committing to it. So I agree. Look, this is a thing. If you want a career, this is the thing. If a man want a family, how are you going to prioritize that into your family? How are you going to make sure that the kids' needs are taken care of first? That is a thing that we are missing. All I heard up here was he leading, she not leading her money. All I heard was money, and my head's about to explode. And I'm like, what are we talking? Most of us are broke. We acting like we all sitting up here as working, got $1 million in our pocket, and we are not. At the end of the day, we all know two incomes are better than one. So why we keep sitting up here saying that the man got to lead, the man got to lead, the woman got to? I mean, what? This is disturbing. This is all I hear from women is money, 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 money. It just blows my freaking mind. It blows my mind. And you talking to a mother-in-law of 3 women. I have 3 of them. Yeah, Bo, I said it again because y'all ladies seem to forget. Y'all seem to forget. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep talking because they're in y'all age group. I'm older than y'all. I don't have these worries and problems. But all I hear is money. I don't hear nothing about family at all. Like this is it's kind of disturbing to me. Leading what? What happens when a man gets sick? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna take care of this household? What are you gonna do? Now I agree with I don't agree with I think when the children are younger, a woman should be at home with the children more. I really truly do. But when the kids go to school, get your behind up and go to work, and you bring home some money, and you can help invest the money, put the money up, buy some real estate property. Trust me, I'm seeing 3 relationships grow like that. We are too greedy, ladies. It just doesn't make sense. For what? What about your kids still reading at low grade levels? We talking about all this money. I ain't heard of nothing about our children and how we're going to get our children, raise our kids.
They postpone. Dr. Lady, you forgot they postponing having children.
Oh yeah, then they're 40 and they run around here with 10-year-old at 50 years old. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, and then you got to look at the lifespan anyway. But I'm gonna let that go. But I'm just saying, all I heard since I've been listening was money. That's all I heard. It's okay to go and have a career. I get it, but I ain't heard nothing about y'all prioritizing a family. That's disturbing to me. A family. I did hair for 25 years. I retired. I mean, a lot of these careers you're not even going to be in. I can call medical doctors right now, 2 of them that quit the industry. So we keep talking about, I want to go be this ride and die. Most of our businesses fail within the first year or 2. I'm just tired of all the capping that we do on these panels. We ain't got money like that. It may be a very few of us that do well, and I get it, sisters. I get it. But please stop acting like it's a majority. We need men, and men need us. I don't know why. Get you a man. I don't care if he makes $50,000 a year. It's $50,000 more. That's all I'm saying. And he still should be able to lead. He still should be able to be a good father to your children. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm done. Let me just mute back up.
Here's my thing about that.
If he wants to, that's what it is.
But-
If he wants to.
Well, yeah, okay.
If he wants to lead.
Take that thought.
That's the difference.
They don't know
You're right.
If he wants to lead.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
it.
Hold on, baby. Hold on, love. Then stop sleeping with them. Because y'all say that, but you're still giving bodies to these guys. Y'all say you don't want to leave. He's not already. Y'all submitted with the day you open your legs.
You gave him kids too.
You done already submitted to this guy.
We're talking about different situations. It happens. That's why I'm bringing it up. No, it is though.
Okay, if a guy
that's reality with other people. That's reality. That's reality when it comes to some people's situations. I'm not saying that is right.
But you keep cutting me off. Stop cutting me off.
I'm not saying that is right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it happens.
Today, I've not cut anybody off up here today. Again, if he, you know, I'm saying, a man want to lead, you will know right now if a man want to lead, whether or not if he marries you. But you ladies are giving up the first thing first. You're not giving a man a chance at all to show you his real self. Because you're not stepping up and not only, hold on, love, and y'all gave him a baby.
Marriage doesn't equal leadership. A man, just because a man marries you does not mean that he is a leader.
I'm done. Y'all go ahead and have this.
It's
marriage does not equal leadership.
Then you